What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to give my post-game thoughts on today's loss against the New Orleans Saints. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to give my post-game thoughts on today's season finale of this 2023 NFL season. The Atlanta Falcons did lose to today's game against the New Orleans Saints by a score of 48-17. We did go again 7-10 for the third straight season under Arthur Smith regime. And at this point, you guys know I've been stating this all season long that I believe that Coach Arthur Smith was on the hot seat. And I do believe that he possibly will be let go as the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. I don't believe that he'll be the head coach next season, but we'll have to wait and see. But today's game was a culmination of the season, of how this team has been up and down all season. We've made turnovers, we've made mistakes at the wrong times, and it's been missed opportunities after missed opportunities all season long with this Atlanta Falcons team. I do believe that majority of it has been poor coaching, poor management by Arthur Smith and his coaching staff. I feel like they hadn't put these players in positions to succeed this season. But it also has come down to execution as well. So it's been a culmination of both poor coaching and then players not capitalizing, players turning the ball over at key moments in games, other teams making more plays than we make when it really matters. And we've seen in the game today that the New Orleans Saints, when plays were there to be made, they made the big plays. Our guys, as far as our cornerbacks in today's game, they were in position to stop most of the catches and touchdowns that the Saints scored. But for whatever reason, the Saints players made more plays than we made in this game. Even though our corners, were in position to make plays, the Saints players came up with all of the big plays in this game. Desmond Ridder didn't play too bad actually early in the game. He went, I believe, 22 of 30, if I'm not mistaken, for about 270 yards passing, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. But he's made some key mistakes during this season as far as the interceptions and the fumbles. Today's game, he did have one poor pass where he did throw the interception, and then the other one was just a bad snap by the backup center. Newzel basically snapped the ball before Desmond Ridder realized that he had snapped the ball. So that was not on Desmond Ridder. But at the end of the day, as I mentioned, I really feel like the momentum of this season all changed when Arthur Smith originally benched Desmond Ridder early in the season for Taylor Heinicke. And that was like right before the bye when we lost those 2 games against the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. That's when this season started to spiral out of control and we started to lose games and lose confidence in the locker room and things of that nature. But I really feel like things got really rocky around the bye week. When we benched Desmond Ridder the first time, I really feel like that's when doubt started to get in these players' minds. They started to lose a little bit of confidence in Arthur Smith, and I really feel like it showed and reared its ugly head down the stretch of this season. Now, with that being said, I'm not too sure what Arthur Blank is going to do moving forward, whether he's going to get rid of Coach Arthur Smith or whether he's going to decide to bring him back. We'll just have to wait and see. But in this game, we've seen even the defense, they struggled throughout the game to make big plays at the right crucial moments. We played a really good first half, but as I mentioned, it's been an up and down season. It seems like we just couldn't put it together in most of the games. It was just a lot of inconsistencies, and that's pretty much what caused us to be outside of the playoffs, looking from the outside looking in. So with that being said, I'm definitely looking forward to the offseason, looking forward to what quarterback they decide to bring in, looking forward to if they're going to bring in a new coach and what direction this new coaching staff may go in. or looking forward to what decision that the front office decides to make with this Atlanta Falcons organization. But I do believe we have some bright spots on this team. We've seen the defense. Ryan Nielsen and Jerry Gray and those guys did a great job with this defense all season long. Those guys were pretty consistent. Down the stretch, things started to unravel as injuries started to happen and things of that nature. But for the most part, they were at the top 10 as far as in the NFL, as far as defensive rankings, and pretty much every pretty much statistical category. We've seen this year we had over 40 sacks, which we know we've struggled the last couple seasons just to get to about 20 sacks in the season. So we've seen the sack totals almost triple in one season. So that just goes to show that this coaching staff has did a great job this season of, turning around this defense. And we know that defense does win championships. We've seen Jesse Bates have an all-pro season. We've seen guys like Calais Campbell, who it seems like he's found the fountain of youth. That dude's 37 years old, but still had about 5.5 to 6 sacks in this season, which was a really good season for him. He eclipsed the 100 sack mark this season, and after the game, he did speak on possibly wanting to come back next season. He did say that he liked playing for this coaching staff, and he believes that we can continue to build something here at Atlanta. But I really think if Calais Campbell did have a really good season, he was really good and helped developing Zach Harrison and helping these young guys come along. And we've seen him play really well this season. So there were some bright spots in this season. But we'll just have to see moving forward what this Atlanta Falcons team decides to do. But with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on the season. Give me your thoughts on this game. Before I actually end this video, I also want to talk about the New Orleans Saints. In our post-game show with the heavy hitters, I did state that I didn't understand why Coach Arthur Smith was so mad at the end of the game about the Saints scoring that last touchdown until I seen the replay. And I didn't realize on the replay that the Saints were in victory formation when they scored that last touchdown in the red zone. So I do understand, and I owe Coach Smith an apology, because after seeing that play, that was really Bush League for the Saints to score that last touchdown when the Falcons players basically just had let up, which is an unwritten rule in football. When the team goes into victory formation and the game is at hand, that's how players get injured. When guys are, have pulled up, our defensive line and all those guys basically allowed the Saints to score because they didn't realize that the Saints were actually going to try to score a touchdown. They were in victory formation, which means they were going to kneel the football, or the Falcons thought that they were going to kneel the ball when they scored that last touchdown. So I do owe Arthur Smith an apology. I do understand why he was cussing mad, or why he was really mad at the end of the game when he went across the field to shake Dennis Allen of the New Orleans Saints, their head coach's hand, because it is an unwritten rule in football. Once the game is at hand, once you're in victory formation and the game has been won, there was no reason for the New Orleans Saints to try to score that last touchdown, especially because the Falcons at that point had pulled up. And that's basically an unwritten rule in football. Basically, once you're in victory formation, the other team shouldn't be trying to tackle your quarterback or rush in on the quarterback at that point, because you basically are kneeling at that point. So that was really low for the New Orleans Saints to try to score a touchdown in that situation when the Falcons basically were, had stopped playing. So with that being said, this be your boy Jew. I have a lot more content coming for you guys in this off season, so definitely stay tuned to the channel. I'm 365 when it comes to Atlanta Falcons, so I'll definitely continue to have content both here on my channel, on the Heavy Hitters channel as well. We'll still be having different, things about the draft going on. We'll be talking about the front office and the coaching staff and all of the Atlanta Falcons news that I expect to be coming out in the next couple weeks. So definitely continue to stay tuned to my channel and to the Heavy Hitters channel, Mad Mike Sports, 6-Man K-Style. So we will have a lot more content coming for you guys. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.